Okay.
A couple of flights of the twister. Gonna have to put a bigger, stronger ESC in that on 4S. Very, very, very amp hungry. Anyway, there's a couple of successful flights, and I'm very happy. But now I've got about another half an hour to kill, so I'm just going to spend that now flying this absolutely perfect little MiG 15 from E-flite. I have found that when you plug the batteries into this, you have to make sure it stays completely still and motionless. Otherwise, the gyros can't initialize. And then what happens is when you fly it, it goes very much out of trim, and it can be tricky to fly. So anyway, she's all set now, and wind's not much here at the moment, so just going to start my timer and have a great little flight with this little plane. My mate Rob, he's got two of these. He's got one that he keeps in Sydney and he flies most days, and he's got one that he keeps at my house that he flies when he's here. And he said he had a bug strike which damaged a little EDF in this, and he's thinking that he's probably about 20% power down. So a little bit of a shame. I priced up a new EDF for him. It doesn't cost much to get these things repaired, about $35 to buy you a new motor and new EDF. But he says that from a level flight, his doesn't have enough power to go into a loop. So I'm just going to bring mine across the park. I'm going to skim it across the ground on the park, and then I'm going to take it up and see what kind of a loop we get out of it. Well, that had plenty of power. She just went straight up about 50, 60 feet, and then I took her into a loop. She looped around perfectly. So if Rob isn't doing that, then yeah, the chances are he's lost a bit of power out of his motor. He says his batteries are all good, and these batteries are pretty good. We've got the original E-flite, and we've got the Nanotech from Hobby King. If any of you have been watching my videos, you know that I'm not a big fan of Hobby King. I don't like their products. I don't like their planes. I've had a few that I've bought from there that haven't been the greatest of models. There's that MiG that doesn't fly. But I've bought from there recently the Durafly Mustang, and well, that's just a little Trojan of a plane now. That thing has had 50 odd flights, and I haven't had a stitch go wrong with it. So you know, with Hobby King I'm starting to be a little bit more forgiving with them. But one thing that they do sell good though is batteries. Their Nanotech batteries for sure are a very, very, very good battery. When you use them in this, they're only 180 milliamp instead of 200 milliamp. Makes a difference of about 30 seconds on a flight if you don't want to push your batteries. And but I think they've got quite a bit more power, and they actually fly. This actually flies a lot better, straighter and truer. Okay, well, that's out of power now, so I'm just going to bring it down, land it. There we go. They've actually got quite a bit more power, I think, and I'll demonstrate that now, because what I'll do is I'll put a Nanotech in there and fly it, and you see for yourself. I think it definitely has a little better climb rate. That could be because they're a bit lighter, which is why they could have a little bit of better climb rate. I'm not sure. There is a bit of difference in the size, as you can see. That's a nanotech, and that's a nanotech, and that's the E-Fly. You can see there's a bit of difference in size. This is 200 milliamp and that's 180. But